Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Give everyone a moment or some folks to join us. I must mark that the overall energy of the day is rather calm, much more relaxed, much more intentional. I haven't checked the heavens, but we'll see in a second. All right. Let's start with some love, some joy, celebration. OMG, and always grounded in the truth. I call in all the necessary spiritual and spiritual support and protection. Thank you. That's right. Dust it off. Moving on. Interesting. So we have impersonator coming up. Wants to be you, acts like, dresses like, looks like, copies you. And I cut the deck. Dodging bullets, drama starter, last chance. This was someone who was warned not to come for you. You know, Pat Benatar. This person wanted your destiny. You know, da 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 da. Now they're crying mad because the wheel is spinning in a way they don't like. And here's the crying mad. Right now they're running, but they ran right into a stuck situation. Quite late. Look, this is also giving me the energy of jealousy. Because tripping on you. Some sort of cyber bullying energy for some. Baba, Baba. Yeah. See, because look, jackpot, and before I shuffled, it was this. See, this is someone who may have wanted to be a part of your life in some way, and you weren't interested in their lifestyle. And this, for some, this is a romantic connection. It's like somebody wanted to force your hand into hooking up with them, and in the background, this person has a spiritual hater who they like to run back and forth to, with ghosted, to try to see what you up to. Because something has been unlocked with nightmares, insomnia, and paranoia. And now look, in their heads, overthinking, they can't stop, ignoring, creeping. Somebody struck, like, this is a match made in heaven. These people outside of you. Because look, too busy winning, idle. Someone wanted to be your friend. The player talking ish about you. Someone you blocked, they mad. So you got multiple people in your energy. You don't care. It like you would rather not. That's a crazy combination. Unfazed scarcity tactics, unbothered. Like you would rather not. These people represent nothing but drama. So someone could have ran right into the arms of a carbon copy. Like, you know, they look like you, fit a mold, a prototype, something like that. Oh, someone should have just dealt with their family issues. Because there is nastiness afoot. Can't force people to be your friends, folks. And listen, you're indifferent. Unbothered has come out uninterested in every which way from here to Sunday. Look, there's some information coming up about, excuse me, there's some information coming out about this person's attempt or these people's attempt to cyberbully you, to maybe even impact your business with broke ass here. Right. And this is some sort of intimidation energy, some sort of attempt to get up under your skin. Right. This someone's like metadata has been looked into. It's look, as soon as I say that, clout hungry, extra triggered. See? It was only a matter of time before this little cabal of happiness haters was found out and people, you know, got all the proof that they needed. And I feel like this is legal about these people's obsession with you, divine feminine, and overwhelmingly they have found that you have rejected any forced contact, and these people are just operating from a place of hurt ego, right? And like I said, it's a match made in heaven, these two. Because look, here you are, you don't want their, told you, here come the feds. See? All right, so let's see their fate. Let's see their fate. Whatever the fantasy was for you, whatever they scripted for you, collective, that's what's happening to them. Game over, fulfilling a fantasy. The only one heartbroken is them. So don't be caught off guard by these fake ass apologies. Stay busy. Because everybody involved, stay away from anybody that you have decided to move away from. Because there's this energy of them trying to round the block, but it's really a fake apology trying to get away from what they know they've created with knowing they effed up. All right, what's brewing for this toxic duo? Look, watch your ish go down. Recording. Already knowing the tea. Thank you. All right, I already said what has to be said about these toxic too. Wow. Look. Yo, you couldn't have scripted this any better than, like, this is, y'all know how I like to do the popcorn references. Get your wine, get your popcorn. Resist the urge. Resist the urge. Oh, yeah. Look. Look at that. This copycat. Look. Told you they wanted your destiny. Expecting new beginnings from using dark arts to gain it, huh? No, that's not how that works. Okay. Anything else brewing for these toxic duo that we haven't covered? Collective, you need to be aware. You know, defense. I've seen protection in different ways, but it didn't come out. Look, police is here, right? So I feel like you're already under some sort of alert about this cabal of toxic people and these haters, right? There's something about them getting played. They could have said everything they need to say to an officer, especially if they were really trying to harm you. Yeah, look, I say toxic, there it is. And I'm looking at bad choices. They knew they should have stopped. I'm seeing money hungry, and it was setting the record straight. I feel like this was recorded also. Yeah, there's some sort of fantasy where they, you get kicked to the curb, left for dead, something they were warned. Look at this. But insecurity is a crazy thing. Already knowing the T recording. Yeah. All right. Hey, man. Whatever. All right, let's go again. Um, one of you guys have some sort of evidence documented on a device? Be mindful of your devices. There is someone who can't unsend it, so the next best thing is to, alleviate you of your device. Careful. Look, especially if someone has solicited, we'll say, poor judgment, trying to grab some sort of nefarious service, right? But the person whom they were speaking to, I guess maybe they thought they was kind of new to spirituality. They didn't think this person would reject what it is they wanted them to do. They figure most people would do this sort of work for this sort of money, marrying for money. And here's spiritual hater. And now, because I do feel like little Kiki Loco energy. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like whoever this person is or these people are, it's it's a farce. Like there's this farce energy. Like they put on airs like they're superior or they're above, but really I'm getting like mommy dearest energy. And if there was such a thing as like daddy dearest, it's something like that. Like it's giving wicked parents. Oh wow. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all because it's making me feel like that there's a child somewhere in this that I've seen in here, and that it was not supposed to be a litter. That's what I'm getting. Like I got chills creeping up. Oh my god. Love on the brain. Good chemistry, right? There's a mother in competition with her daughter. She doesn't like, and I feel like the daughter looks just like her, by the way. So she puts on this fake smile, but really she's in competition with her own child. Someone was offered money to do something, whether spiritually or physically. Hold on. Someone would rather be bankrupt than be haunted by the ramifications of doing something to this innocent person. Running, incarcerated, crying over you, child neglect. This person feels bound by their children. They're not getting the attention. They feel neglected. in their relationship since having children. Um, Lord have mercy. I'm hearing no women, no kids. So this is definitely giving hit. Oh, Jesus, help us all. Yeah, see, again, uninterested. See, this is the card, what I was saying. There's something about a litter wasn't a like, no. You wanted them, you take care of, like, it's weird. This person wants freedom. They want to be in the environment and the vibe that they were in when they first got together or married or something like that. But and it's of no consequence to this person. They see this innocent child as an obstacle, something in the way of their freedom. So they were really looking for someone whom they thought was, again, inexperienced, greedy enough that would take it. And I do feel like they did their research. But this haunted energy, somebody's like, no, I would rather, no, no. Look, Shine, it's the innocence of the child. Oh, it's terrible. Look, waiting, karmic friends, extra triggered, giving money, moving. Whoever they spoke to, oh, here's offer. They want to butter this person up. They want the evidence back of this communication. They don't want anybody to know really what kind of monster they are, but they don't really care about what it is that they wanted done. This is like disgusting energy, guys, honestly. Oh. See, some people, somebody went right and told the big boys. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Again, but there's something about this fake smile and like you would never, right? I'm not. This woman is so obsessed with her spouse. I think they're married because I'm hearing spouse, that she views any. I got chills creeping up. This is sick. Like, this is giving extreme narcissism. And I really try to stop myself from throwing, but the energy, it's very demonic. She can't accept or take any attention away from her. She's obsessed with this man. And this is not a new relationship. Waiting, look, waiting, child neglect, photo. She sees this child as an interference into her connection with the man. She would pay anything to move this person, this innocent child, out the way. Oh my God. Look, threatening, hooked. See what I mean? Whoever this person is who ran to the big boys, thank God, dodging bullets, chasing. Now they on. This person, they really ain't shit. That's sick. And I feel like this is a very public facing person. They going to jail. I just saw incarcerated. What's going on? Look, already knowing the tea. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Wow. 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 That's so sad. That's so sad. There's so much of this in the news right now. I just really want to see where this child is. Where? Show me the location. Spirit. I had a feeling, but I wanted to wait. Show me where in the U.S. We picked up something in New Mexico the other day. Is this the same energy, the same storyline? Oh God, it's not. It was starting to point to the border, like, I don't like the implications of that. It's possible. Hey, how are you? Somebody's on the run from law enforcement. They catching up to them now. Yes, they are. They got you. I see it. It's giving this person some sort of a pseudo enforcer. I feel like this person actually harmed someone. They thought they gravely harmed someone. They did not. That person survived. Is he haunted? Legal. Yeah. This person was paid to stalk, skulk, lay in wait. This could have been someone in the public eye. Look, forcer, told you. I saw threatening. That's what gave me this card right here. Right. I feel like this person ignored every warning sign that this should not be done, that they should leave it behind, because it was something about the anxiety about it. Maybe this person actually got close to another person, and it was like, this will be the final straw, but they did. They thought they were able to carry out this assignment. This was towards a female who's in the public eye in some capacity. And whatever was done to this person, they're mad. They're really, really, really mad. They're really, really, really mad. On the surface, they're fine. But I feel like their spirit team with Ghosted and Creeping, the ones who watch them, are irate. They really don't play about the collective. And I got chills again. Oh, when I mean Pla's mad, fed up. Queen Rising, because whomever you are, Queen Idol, you do nothing but spread love and joy. Whether you are a King Rising or not, there's no King Rising. But I'm looking at this couple. People dislike the fact that you are calm, cool, collected. You are balanced. That you mind your business. Hello. They don't like that. So somebody thought it would be fun to come in and send this enforcer energy to do bad things to you, start chaos in your life. But little did they know, Little did they know that divine children are very much divine children. And the only one who gets to parent divine children is the divine. You don't have the right to school. Okay. So now someone, like I said, they're running. Okay. They're running, moving, running from the law, both spiritual and literal. All because someone could not ignore their ego in completing an assignment how they see it. So here we are. They saw it, they didn't accept it. They went through with it anyway. When I say they are going to take them for the whole loop, the whole loop. Whatever someone had lit in your lives, that same inferno is heading towards them. Pose for the camera. Yeah. They were unsuccessful in trying to put you in some energy of either self-harm or whatever, right? You were able to block, reject, get rid of. Really, somebody wanted to make you sad, depressed. It's like they wanted to put some sort of spiritual affliction upon you. Just all spiritual hater. Yeah, so I said both spiritual and literal, like as above, so below, so within, so without. Okay? Yeah. See, look. You might have an energy thief around you. Because that's unprovoked, that card coming out. So you might want to just meditate and figure out where your drains are coming from. What cords need to be cut. All right, Holy Spirit, what other messages do you have? Oh yeah, definitely an energy drain that you're ignoring. Wow. And it seems to be something that's obvious but not. Wolf in sheep's clothing type energy. It's draining your energy, tapping in, pulling. Unfazed, lonely. Okay. Ooh. Love triangle, photo proof, thief, stalker. Wow. I literally started hearing freaky ass, and you a fan? You like that's crazy. Um, cut the deck to bad karma. I feel like bad karma is actually on somebody's booty. This is someone who operates, who, hides, you know. They feel lonely, empty, could be very well depressed. Like they want to be in this energy of boss B, but they're not. Or this could be the person whom they're obsessed with here. Soon, oh, big time. Big time return on energy, folks. For some of you, this is a person that you slept with however long ago, who has been subtly draining tapping in. It's so funny. I have a feeling this person's going to pop back up because they're no longer able to peer in. They're no longer able to tap into your energy. The wheel is spinning correctly. And so now the energy harvesting has stopped, and someone is beginning to feel like their usual self, drained, tired, lethargic, listless, racing thoughts, you name it, not wanting to go anywhere, sitting in dark spaces. You're going to start to see the signs and symptoms of your energy being restored to you. And if you're still around this individual, they're not going to be able to hide behind the sunglasses, metaphorically speaking. The fake smile is going to come down. This person is going to try you in the very same manner to which they always try you. Okay? This is your fan. This person has always done anything to get your attention. Whatever drama, chaos, storyline, whatever it is, to get your attention. Okay? In your book already, this person has a very prickly reputation. Look, they're done. They're drained dry. You're whole. Right. And so now they're going to try to make some sort of olive branch move to restore the connection for the energy drain. Really, but your shine irritates their demons, and that's the mask that's going to slip. It's all played out. This is some sort of wounded child wound. I don't know how you fed this in some capacity. Maybe you were mothering, maybe you were fatherly to this person, but they are extra triggered because, the party's over. They're going to ply you, okay? Hold on, what'd you say? Are you on any sort of like supplement? Sidebar, guys, hold on. Because they really are helpful at dealing with a litany. And I mean like nutritional supplements. Like you should read up on the signs of nutritional deficiency, especially for like perimenopausal, menopausal women. Um, like calcium, magnesium, iron, different things. You'd be surprised at just how fortifying and micronutrients you will feel so much better. You'll sleep better. The fog will lift. It really is nutritional. Not medical advice, just experience talking. Yeah, but what kind of magnesium? It matters. Is it glycinate? Is it citrate? They matter because they do different things and how they help the body. Omega's good, three's good, but you probably need a 6, maybe a 9 here and there. Just saying, like, look it up. It'll help you. That's all I got. Like, look it up. Do your research. Oh, and see, I was self-educating as I love to do from a nutritionist, and she was mentioning that could be more harm than help. Because again, how the magnesiums interact with the body, some things should be taken at different times of the day. And so, I love an all-in-one. I really do. But just do some more research. And that way, because it could be an energy thing. You know what I mean? You could need calcium. Most people need calcium. But anyway. All right, let's get back to this. So this person, they're going to come. And they're going to be bearing some weird gifts. I don't think you want anything to do with this person. They might have literally taken something from you. They could have just been a waste of time. An absolute waste of time. Yeah, this was definitely some sort of hookup. Something like if you wrote about this person in the diary, you burnt that shit. You're like, I don't even want to remember that. Right. Whatever strings, right? Cut is what I'm getting with that. The art of manipulation no longer works on you. This person is going to, they're like, they listen, this is why. This is why. You know that they're a hater and they're actually not secure enough to be around you. You know every reason why you put this person aside, okay? If they come anywhere near you, I would say the same thing you said before when you parted ways, okay? Because they are trying to brainstorm. This is a strong warning. This person's going to say something about wanting to set the record straight, you know, family, blah, 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 blah. I mean, whatever the tactic is, right? They're trying to look things up and study and gain as much information about you prior to their arrival and your new sense in your new, like your present self, right? To where they can find a way in. Keep this person out your energy, okay? Because man, they're not any different than what you remember them to be. If you're in a relationship, let me tell you this. Their whole goal is to break up your relationship. Okay? They're going to be like, oh, I should have married you. Oh, I should have, you know, this is you. I don't want to hear it. Cool. Whatever. You can be like, whatever we had, you destroyed it. It wasn't nothing but a crush to me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay? Say what you got to say. Whatever you need to. Stand your ground. Because this person, they're already at their little conjure table. Trying to soften their arrival. Just saying. We had a once in a lifetime love story. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, I was just thinking about you. Hey, can we get back together? Hey, can I hustle you for some more of your precious God divine energy? Hey, yeah, it'll be worse than it was before. I'm actually a much bigger terror. Yeah, but I'm going to level up once again like I did. And I only ever make my way back to you and drop this foolishness about our future and future fake you and this thinking, you know, because you stupid. That's what, because low IQ, they think you stupid. Right. Right. Thinking you don't know. And this person's hiding behind a profile that's a female. Look, thinking you confused on why they coming back to you because they want that good energy. You know you can't trust this person. You know they're a complete waste of time. They will never change. They will only create issues in your family. They need to deal with their own. This person is always going to be somewhere in your comment section as a groupie. Same time trying to destroy your life, but they can't. Look, as I say that, destroy your life. And look, there's that fake apology running away. Okay, you're too busy to allow yourself get caught up in the middle of anything. It's okay. This person's hoping to come play you like a fiddle with this fake ass friend. And don't be surprised if they use a mutual acquaintance to try to get it going. Okay? Right. And it's, look, I say fake ass friend because look, private relationship, betrayal, temperature check. Right. Because you got haters all around you. Just, you know, just so you know. I mean, just so it's confirmed, you know, for you. Just so it's confirmed. You know. Just so it's confirmed. Look. And they're trying to mask their anger so they can approach you, but they really can't stand you. But you got the best energy. That energy, man, they ain't never been able to manifest off nobody else the way they was able to manifest off of you, boo. You the real plug. I'm your pusher. Yeah. They said, let me grind you again. Oh, hey, yeah, they want to hook up with you. Long story short, they want to hook up with you. Have y'all heard and seen the very inspirational story about the rap group Bull Clips? Grinding that guy. The Neptune, that era of music. Yo, his story is amazing. He sang, he rapped at the Vatican for the new Pope. Like, yo, young men, please go, like, yo, be inspired. Look into his turn. Like, I didn't listen, I ain't know what was going on. I just know he stopped making music, but all sorts of stuff happened. And boy, I tell you, his story is big up, big up. He kept a oh. Right. Anyway, I don't want to tap into his energy, but it's so inspirational. Man. Okay. Somebody made some sort of sick ass promise they trying to keep. Ew. Whoever, whoever, whatever that is, I personally feel like someone's going to go through rapid health decline because they refuse to let something go. They keep coming for you, total drama, and you're born to shine. So somebody about to pick up some they can't get rid of. They think they mad now. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. And you sitting on that good. Look, ain't no tantrum for you. You get out my energy. You just align with the universe. You good? Oh, there's somebody they hooked up with. Look. Because they was feeling sad and lonely and they need a little pick me up. So they went out and rode the waves. Yeah, the work. Look, pregnancy test would be fine, right? Yeah, yes, no, unsure. But somebody waiting on results. Look, worst nightmare. Such a betrayal. Look at that. Somebody gonna try to slide back towards you. You better be careful, y'all. Look, don't not trying to tell you that they done slid outside somewhere and caught some shit. And they gonna come fake apology in they feels and they gonna give that shit to you. Cause look, why wouldn't I want to give my bug to Abu? See that? See? Yeah, look. You get somebody getting a strong ass warning. Strong ass warning. This person is trying to destroy you. Like, you understand me? Ugh. All because somebody was lonely. Look, because you wouldn't give them none. And they was all sad and heartbroken. And ignored every warning sign. And went ahead and, hooked up with a crush who was not so savory on the inside. It was a bad choice. Wow. And they trying to come to you? Child. I don't know. I don't know. So if you know somebody who like to indulge in pay for play type activities, you catch my drift? I would be very, very. Now listen, everybody moral compass ain't the same, and I ain't saying that to judge you, because I didn't grow up where you grew up, and I don't have your culture, etc., etc. But moralistically, that's a different conversation. But I'm gonna leave it at the culture line, okay? Ain't my business, ain't my monkey, ain't my circus. But at least find yourself to the doctors on a regular basis. Make sure you're good. And instead of doing something constructive with their time, they went in their fields and they started talking and yakety yak to somebody about, oh, my relationship, oh, my marriage, oh, da da da. Man. Instead of taking a page out your book, the person that they was venting to recognizes the nature of who you are, collective, and you're born to shine, and that person ain't nothing but a hater who been masking their anger and putting on a show the whole time, fantasizing, drooling and shit, right, about hooking up. Look, right, and this is somebody, look, who I feel like is younger than you, collective, And you might look at this person as kind of like a child, you know, young, like just inexperienced, maybe not actually in age, but there's some sort of like elder, younger dynamic here. Oh, right. Hater. Ooh, kick to the curb. Now everybody busy and don't have time and trying to keep stuff a secret and game over. Mm, mm, mm. What they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Red alert, caution. All right, now listen. Now listen, I ain't picked up these tarot cards yet. I just been messing around with these oracle like cards. Now, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, you need to stop. I don't know who or what is investigating, prying, and spying, but you don't even know the hell that you about to unleash. You are being advised to leave it alone, to get away and destroy any things that you have accumulated. And whoever put a battery in your back, you need to run away from them because that person trying to set you up. Oh yeah, what I say, they trying to set you up because whatever they got you doing, shenanigans. Shenanigans. Fake apologies, setting the record straight, bad choices. Nah, nah, nah. Somebody's got somebody using some sort of clearance. Look, it says insecure, but think about it, security, like clearance, right? To try to find some sort of evidence to hurt, harm, destroy, you know, ruin somebody. And it's not going to play out that way. Boy, I tell you, you about to piss off every level of consciousness that exists. That's what I'm seeing. That's the caution, and you better stop that shit. Yeah, I just saw kissing. Yeah, man, moving in silence. Like you are being. Someone has been hired to dig into you. Look, moves in silence, unbothered, looking into you. Creativity mantra. Look, they want to know who you. You know what I mean? Look, they want to know if you got any fake social media accounts. There's somebody who can't stand you. Look, why? Because they wasn't able to the tarnish your reputation. I saw what their reputation and what's brewing. Right. And you won't give this person no energy. But they have definitely given you so much of a power pellet. Because look, you threaten them, you bother them. You might as well have a weapon, but you are the living weapon. Right. Your vibe's so nice. This person want to be back in your energy so bad. But look at that ego. You got away. Somebody can't stand egos. You look, you shuck and move and look at them. Look at them. Look at them. You dusted them off like you are the weakest link. Anyway, whoever this person is that's digging into you, they're not finding anything. Inside scoop, they're not finding anything. Talking shit. Now they're confused on why this person has them doing this. Somebody finally started to put the pieces together, huh? Y'all must look a little bit alike. Now they're starting to figure out why you ain't want this person. Why you moved on and hit them with a thank you next. Photo proof. Somebody's starting to realize that they're the third party and they're being used. Like I said, you might want to, this could even be like their own child that has some sort of government clearance access, something like that. But you're going to lose everything if you keep carrying out these little flunky missions. Emotional manipulation, even from parents. That ain't everybody, but that's somebody. All right, I think that's all of them. mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. So y'all are being told to ignore stupid shit, ignore low IQ, ignore stupid shit. Just roll your eyes at it, do something else, but don't. It's like triggers. Don't get triggered. Easier said than done. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. But if the goal is to get you triggered, then what can't you do? Get triggered. Right. Some stuff you just gonna have to block it out. Let it go. Don't let it go nowhere. Don't feed it. Okay? Don't feed it. Because there's gonna be some stuff that's being done, fake flexing, to try to ignite you and trigger you. Right. And it's only to get a rise out of you. Because somebody wants you in a vulnerable position. It's energy harvesting in every which way. So you got to apologize. They want you to just keep focusing on what it is you're grinding towards, you're building. Be busy winning, okay? These people are trying to like traumatize you to a different state. You know, probably back when you actually was still going through stuff all the time. See, let it go. Ignore it. Seriously, ignore it. Fight for what you love. That's you. That's your peace. You're calm. Da, 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 da. Look, they tripping on you. Let them waste their time. Okay? That's all this is. There's some forceful energy being projected into the divine collective because people want to get a rise out of God's children. Yeah. They want you to do something stupid that's gonna make you get into a situation where you fall into a tragedy. Okay? Look, crying over you, dirty offer. Look, the wheel's spinning in your favor, okay? And anything they can to try to trigger, negativity in your direction. That's all it is. They want to drain you of your good karma and put you in the negative. There's your good karma right there. Allow your shine to continue to irritate they demons, but really ignore the bullshit. Focus on what it is you're manifesting, okay? That's some real shit. Put on the fake ass smile, be jovial. Let them be happy and as haters all they want. And I don't feel like your smile fake, but I feel like that's more so an armor, like the helmet. You need the breastplate. You need the shield and the sword. The boots. Right. These people want to be you. They really, really do. They really, really do. You're a role model and a leader, and you're not even trying to. You just living your life, okay? That happens. That really happens. And it's okay. Stall them out. Wait, let them waste their time. Stall them out. Right. Let all the proof they gonna get is that you too busy winning. Let them watch. Let them skulk. Let them do whatever. You just focus on your manifestations, my lovies. Keep moving in silence. Okay? Right. It's only a matter of time. Leave them wanting. Eat your dust. Look. They feel like they gotta play catch up to you. Extra triggered and chasing. See, that's that ego shit. That's that ego shit. Anybody in here actually compare themselves to somebody else? Like, for real. Does anybody actually compare themselves to somebody else? I know when we're teenagers and shit, right? People have posters on their wall and different shit like that. Things like that. They're like, oh, I want to be this or be like da 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 da. I want to sing like da 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 da. But as a grown ass person, like paying all your own bills, taking care of all your own responsibilities, is there anybody that you really like? I want to be like that person. Are we still doing that? You can be inspired by everybody, but like that whole I want to clone her, I want to wear your skin energy, that shit nasty. Oh. So in a country where spirituality is recognized as a formal religion, like we'll just say tribal practices, somebody is going to jail for misuse of the arts. It's gonna make the news. Yeah, somebody catching a kid. Yeah. Yep. Wow. Okay. All right. We have clout hungry and bad reputation. Whoa. This could be what somebody's doing towards you, collective. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up. Dramatic. That could also be the rumor. Nah, like I said, there's somebody trying to besmirch your good name. There's some bad karma coming. Somebody gonna have to pay you, baby. Look, you don't care. Look, they was really hoping people would buy this negative narrative. Look, but they didn't. But this is what they wanted. They wanted you in this energy of rejection. Like people wouldn't want to work with you, collaborate with you, be around you. They were really trying to dirty your energy. See, when you carry love as a high vibration with the rose and everything, people can't stand it, especially when, we'll just say, this is them, right? They only do things for profit. Even if that was part of the reputation smear campaign, this is, look, see how the cards line up? This person was just trying to take money from you. And all it has done is bring more folks towards you if curious about you and love on the brain. And now folks find that person who was trying to besmirch your good name kind of stupid. And they see why they're doing all of this clout hungry, bad reputation, dirty offer stuff, because you have a natural light. You glow. You're divine. Look, jackpot. And now look, eye roll. And all of their efforts, complete waste of time. And this person has now been identified as somebody who's really your biggest fan ever. I didn't think so. Thank you for interacting in the chat. Now people are moving away from this person. It's part of the blowback. It's part of the karma, the negative karma coming their way for them trying to block your momentum, trying to force people to move away from you, trying to plant negative energies on other people, like resentment that's unfounded. But look, that's all they found, that you're unbothered, unfazed, and they just watch. It's brought more attention to you, but there is truly legalities, both in heaven and on earth. Wow. If you're in a spiritual community, especially, this pertains to you. Maybe not the whole thing, but there's definitely been a smear campaign done against you to try to halt your rise, your stardom, your prestige, you gaining notoriety, the spotlight, if you will. But I feel like this has gone on so long that the higher ups cannot ignore the blatant, we'll just say, theft. Okay. Wow. Right. See, there you are. I just want to see. Right. I want to see what they're waiting on. Oh. Okay. I'm not going to say that because the investigation's still ongoing. I see that. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. That's so dope. Okay. So you're like, I feel like for some of you, this is like the biggest op. And I don't even know if you know this person for real, for real. Like, it's not giving close connection. It's not giving connection at all. This is just like weirdo energy, you know? You might have crossed paths with this person, once upon a time, maybe, for some of you. Not even like that. Yeah, now this person's getting back all that energy that they were projecting at you. Like somebody really wanted you like destitute, bankrupt. Stalker. They're so confused why it hasn't worked. Because they're a liar. And the truth is, right, it stands on its own. All right, what else do you have, Holy Spirit? Uninterested. Somebody don't want to be in the third party, right? and will ignore any and all energies and offers that come with outside attachments. Good job. Good job. Look, so Lord have mercy. Look at this. I feel like somebody has actually learned. Like, let's be real. The consequences of actions. But I also feel like somebody is using a third party, because I got cyberbully right here, to tap into your shit. And like that's illegal as hell. So someone's been spying, hacking, but you don't care. You know this is happening, by the way. You don't care. It's through some sort of third party server connection, something like that. Look, chasing spiritual. Somebody really thought, right, that you were a fake. It's been a complete waste of time. But these big boys are onto it. They were looking for any signs of karmic energy, hookups, man, money flaunting or whatever that is, drugs, nothing, because they want to force this weird narrative. Wow, this is a hater extraordinaire. If somebody's really look bad karma, look at this shit. It's all right. It's a reason why you move in silence, because no matter what, people gonna make their assumptions. Somebody can spend all day, every day with you and still not fucking know you. Isn't that funny? All day, every day with you and not really know you, not really pay attention to who you are, how you move, none of that. Not actually engaged in the present sense of who you are. No room for improvement. Whatever narrative is set. I see it a lot in relationships, which is wild to me. Yeah. It's somebody who tried to get close to you to find out information and found out nothing. Because you wouldn't allow this person close to you. You ignored it. Why? Because you sensed an outside energy. Look, putting on a show and then private relationship. And then there's the spiritual aspect of this, of trying to suppress you. Like I said before, your rise, it feels like the same energy. It's okay. Now, you really are just as, however you present in public is the same way you are in private. But this is an invasion of privacy. And there are, we'll just say, ways of tracing this back. Look. All because you made somebody feel insecure. Why? Because you use your day better. And they're running around, stress, delays, what? And you're booked and busy, because I'm looking at schedule and busy and management. Why? Because you actually know how to manage your time. But I also feel like for some, this is a something you neglected to do in terms of your security. And I feel like online security, it's something like that. This is definitely giving server some sort of backdoor thing. But somebody utilizing it is criminal, by the way. This backdoor way of spying, it's absolutely criminal. Because I feel like they might have actually tried to get some sort of warrant if this is like law enforcement here, internet crimes or some weird shit like that. I don't know who deals with that branch of like criminal stuff. What is it called? It's interstate, so I know it's federal here, at least here in the States, because server to server. Oh, okay. That sort of thing. But yeah, this is definitely some sort of backdoor hack that is illegal to exploit. Right. But somebody did. And I feel like it was fixed. And whatever they were gathering, however they were spying, it no longer works. Bad choice, betrayal. Look, anger management, investigating. They're going to find this. Now somebody's trying to get away from all ways in which it connects to them. Oh, yeah. The fact that they can't hear you anymore, they can't tap into you anymore, they are pissed. They're trying to figure out a way to, like, do it again with copycat. Interesting. They feel justified because they're like, well, I wanted to set the record straight. Mind your business. Let people be private citizens. Yeah. Somebody definitely tasked someone within some sort of governmental agency to exploit this back door. Wow. Huh. They was doing the most. But all they discovered, you know what? I feel like it's heavy. Somebody also feels like they went through a lot of effort to make this happen. There's a lot of resources, a lot of like different connections that had to be bypassed and shit. This wasn't easy. But you switched up something. Yeah, you definitely changed up something. It could have even been your service provider. That's so funny. Oh, you relocated. Huh. I'm not going to share that. Right. Like I said before, guys, just keep focusing on what it is that you are manifesting. Okay. Cyberbully Boss Eddie. Y'all, somebody from y'all past. Somebody I don't even think you would think would stoop to such levels. Yo, this was a young thing. Like you was young. 18, 19. Wow. No fucking way. I'm sorry. Dead on. Hopper. I know what oh my gosh. Isn't that funny? Somebody's intuition exposed this. I'm doing it now, but on, on top of that, I do a lot of confirmation for folks, y'all. Not to mention, I feel like the way that just flew up, I don't even want to say that. Ew. Maybe at one point in time, you thought this person was going to be more than what they, like, maybe you saw a future with them, like you thought you would be able to plant some seeds or something like that with them, but that's just not the way that worked out. You took the route of, you took the spiritual path with the high priestess flying out and now the fool. Yeah. Wow, you elevated. Holy shit. When I say you surrender all things karmic and toxic, you cut every and anything off when you got this call from the divine. Not to mention, wow, maybe this is what you sensed on this person, that they were working with darker energies. Even when you were young, there was something off about this person, an extra thing that you couldn't quite put your finger on. Look, justice, there's that Ace of Pentacles. See, here's the thing. Even in your youth, I feel like your power, your energy, your abundance, your spiritual abundance was there, but it was small. The seed hadn't been nurtured, it hadn't grown. You hadn't truly embarked on this path yet. This person rejected you to pursue career and money, but was very content to breadcrumb you through the duration of their own pursuit, but with no intention. This is another future faking type energy. But here's the thing. This is what you went through. Ace of Cups, Death, Hangman, Devil, Two of Swords, Tower. That's what I mean. When you embarked on this spiritual journey, when you took the leap of faith, it was like everything got surrendered. Everything was offered up for this ascension. Everything was sacrificed that needed to be sacrificed. All things that needed to be let go of. That means the illusions, the delusions, the karmic people. The rose-colored glasses got ripped off of you, and it was impossible but to like bring endings and transformations to those connections, and for you to go through your own transition, your own dying of the ego, your own metamorphosis, your own walk in the valley of the shadow of death. Like truly, Ace of Cups, Death, Hangman, Devil. Like you had to do it. Two of Swords, Tower. No one even knew the perils as you embarked on this journey of becoming a high priest, a high priestess. Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Judgment, Hermit. Right. You were told to hold back. You were shown certain things. You were instructed to wait. When you looked into the future, you saw something very different than what they saw. But also, somebody got a little glimpse. Little glimpse. Ten of Cups. Yeah. Like I said, folks, if you shut the doors, keep them closed, you know, there's no need to reopen any door. Yeah, see? Strong. Now whoever this person is, they're older now. It's also what I'm getting. Um they're all washed up. Ace of Swords. Right. And you're still full of light and love, and this dark ass shit that they were doing, this demonic workings, it has drained them, their life force. So, you know, it might have sucked then, but it worked out for you. It's so funny. This person is very insecure. Very, very, very insecure. And I feel like once you went through this um ascension process, they're not even attractive to you anymore. Once you worked off your own karma and it's negative, like the coins, like you got to give the universe back, you saw this person so clearly. Ew. Yeah, I'm glad. Shit, it wasn't even. You hit the road, Jack. Yes, you did. You ate a cup stick. Look, all player wanderer energies. I told you, you seen this person clear as day. Clear as day. This person's pretty high up the demonic ladder. This person from your past who is in some position to be able to exploit these connections, and but you've separated that. But there's legalities for all of that. This person really didn't believe in karma, by the way, until they ran into you. They did. They do now. What else do we need to know about this situation? Nothing. Wow. For the Seven of Swords to the Ace of Cups, not Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups to the Ace of Swords coming out, it's like, no. We've explored every one of those. Crystal clear. I love that. Thank you. But I also feel like out of all the choices, out of all the options, they know you were the one. They absolutely know you were the one. The one to make them a believer in karma, the one they can't shake, the one. Yeah. Look, you the one. Queen of Swords, look who's right behind her. Karma. When you sailed away, boy, they watched the divine. Look. Ace of Wands, there's the wheel. This person ain't never encountered I got chills up my leg. A force like you. Yeah, you brought balance into this person's life. And you did it with a smile. Here's the thing. They learned something vital about you, that you should, one, never judge a book by its cover, right? The whole look, see that eight, see that's you. You're the Ace of Pentacles. You were in the Page of Pentacles. That seed was small, but boy, was it going to grow. Look, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do in this world. People have a choice. Are you friend or are you foe? You get to choose light or dark. Oh wow. But isn't that your polar opposite, Maggie? Aren't you a Sag? I find a lot of couples finding their polar opposite, very much going against the traditional sanistry information. Like, but I'm not able to see their whole chart when I'm meeting these people. It's just casual observations I've made in people's relationships. I only know one couple who's been married approximately 40 years who are in alignment with traditional sanistry um, projections and recommendations, if you will. But I will say they did not marry extremely young, youthful, but not extremely young. And so, different era. of life, different generation at the same time, it works. It works. It's like sun sign energy. This is what it looks like at its apex. So there could be something for you to learn about your own shadow, your own masculine, your own thought process from the plethora of the Geminis that have been in your life. Yeah. Look, they said it's time for you to study. 81 ounce Ace of Swords. You need to seek some higher wisdom about the patterns and the cycle and the karmic nature. You need to look at what's in your Mercury and your Jupiter, actually. That's funny. How I just, yeah. And even your Saturn. I feel like there is some interesting, there could even be a square in there. Anyway. Be more curious. That's funny. Anyway. So your Mercury's in Sag. Wow. Okay. 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 Holy shit. Oh, I just feel like you signed up on a soul lesson with that one. You got to speak more mindfully, sweeties. More mindfully. Ooh. Ooh. Big picture. Big picture. Ooh. Yo, they funny. While they playing Prince. Love come quick. Love come in a hurry. For some of you, there is a romantic situation coming towards you that is not going to go anywhere. So if you were thinking about, does this have potential? Does it have a future? Does it have legs? It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry. It doesn't. Um, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's going to go up in flames rather quickly. Yeah, man, you gonna get some sort of proof about this person being a player and they don't have nothing to offer you, etc., etc. I saw inside scoop and screenshots. Somebody you know might send you something that's pertinent to you. All right, so we've got haunted. Yo, your rejection stings, baby. Yes, it do. Look, you got somebody in their head. They like, why no? Now I'm just gonna leave them three. Hold on, because that's look waiting stalker. Somebody think they gonna stall you out. Somebody really think they gonna stall you out. They like, nah, I'm not rejected. No, I'm gonna come up with another strategy. Yo, this person's the worst. Nightmares, forcer, cyberbully. Ew. Nobody want that bullshit. Watching you from fake accounts and shit, trying to be your friend from there. This person could even be trying to move closer to you. Weirdo. This is a karmic lesson real quick before a great relationship comes through for somebody. It's not even a karmic relationship. Yeah, you gonna. It's something in their communication. Also, that you have already, what you call that? Seen. Yeah, I feel like you already got your green light. That's a no go for you. Look, 8 of Cups, 9 of Wands. Somebody got problems. 10 of Cups. Look, this is you, right? I know somebody like trying to hold out for like the good shit. Look, there's a King of Cups. There's a Knight of Cups. Look, Knight of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Two of Cups. What? Yo. Somebody that you rejected. I keep getting this STD energy. I don't know what that's about, but somebody could be positive from something that they encounter. Like I just keep seeing it in different ways. Right. Somebody could have wanted this for you. I'm sorry to be redundant, but this is somebody you was like, nah, you couldn't put your finger on it. But you didn't want to be in those sort of situation, love connection, nothing. But somebody got results. Maybe somebody actually did go to the doctor. Shit. And then told them about, passing this around and passing that around. The high priestess, look. Somebody did not want this getting out. Look, this is why the high priestesses of the world have been sat the fuck down. Like, no, we don't need no attention. We don't need none of that right now. It's okay. Look, I mean, in the dating variety, Three of Cups. We don't want to celebrate with you. I don't want to party with you. I don't want to be in your energy. Look, we got the memo. Judgment. Three of Wands. Because we saw every reason to hold back. Look, not to mention the energy, right? How much... Anyway, I don't want to get into that. It's a whole metaphysical conversation. It's a reason why, like, a lot of folks in the spiritual world, if they not 10 toes down with somebody, they don't even engage like that. They don't. It's too much. Too many risks. Spiritual, it's just too many risks. No. Look. Somebody was all up in your face trying to get your attention. This some... Oh, my God. Look, somebody's stuck. Somebody could have even been trying to set you up. And it's crazy because on the surface, this is somebody who look good. The ladies be fawning over this motherfucker. We saw that King of Cups, right? Right. Now look. And they out here passing shit around. Look, waiting on results. Now they gotta go tell their side piece. They need to hurry up. And look, they crying and shit. Baby, mental health and da-da-da-da. Look, yeah, they pass some shit around. Meanwhile, collective, you've been somewhere with your head down in the cave, working on something. Blind to the bullshit. Wow. This person's bisexual, by the way. Hey, y'all know how I feel about that shit. And if you don't, maybe you should go check out a different episode. Yeah. There's somebody you was like, no. I don't know why I don't want you, but I don't want you. They sure did. Now somebody in their head. Because they like, ain't nobody gonna want me. Ain't nobody gonna da-da-da-da. Yeah, because you're gonna have to disclose. Absolutely. What I say? Look at this. Somebody was told they was doing too much. They need to sit down somewhere and get out of people's faces. But nah. They just kept rolling the dice and rolling the dice and rolling the dice. Now somebody, look, them rolled themselves into the sick bed. Now they need to rest and recuperate and recover and shit. Now they by themselves, like feeling sad. And, man. Tower. Just jumped and went back in. Look. And it's not that. Nope. Because I know we on the tarot channel and we like to talk about the voodoo, the hoodoo, and all that stuff. No, baby. No. This is simply a promiscuous lifestyle. Chickens coming home to roost. Somebody out there living in their shadow a little too much. Doing a little too much. Because whatever this is, it ain't going nowhere. Was been shown every sign to close out that cycle. World, Eight of Cups, transition, death card, right? Like, man, nope. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. No. Now somebody running fucking scared. Trying to get ahead of it. Somebody's trying to lie. Trying to get ahead of the truth getting out by spreading lies. Jesus. For some of y'all, let's Ace of Swords. Like, I already know. For some of y'all, listen, we've been talked about. This could also be coming up in a lawsuit, by the way. I saw that too with the Hierophant, Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So somebody, look, that's crazy. Somebody know this shit coming, so they're trying to offer something up. It's a lie. It's a smear campaign coming at somebody. Yeah, they was dating, they was busting it up with Ace of Swords. It's a lie. Like this person was entertaining lots of options, and he was paying, or she was paying for a lot of them. Look at this, because somebody got have it all the time. Five of Swords. I want what I want when I want it. Now look at them. Negative thoughts, self-imposed limitations. You know why? Because this is something that someone did to themselves by not caring for their health. It's gonna take a miracle. And collective, whoever you are, I know you rejected this person, but look, this person may come to you if you're like a reader, because the High Priestess is staring me in my face. They think it's magic. They think it's some sort of spiritual affliction, disease, breeze disease. Right. They think somebody put something on them. No, they didn't. This some shit you did to you. You ain't want to be married. You wanted to be outside. Remember? Now look at you. Ten of Swords. What's the money mean when you gotta have that crazy conversation? Yeah, you look good, right? It's cool, right? But somebody is positive. But then you gotta have this health conversation. There's somebody in the public eye. Yes, it is. They are absolutely in the public eye. It's criminal. This is like a star, celebrity, something like that. This shit criminal. This is criminal. I'm not even going to speculate who it is. But I know it's criminal what I'm looking at. And this person came at somebody in my collective. And you said, no, no. No, no. Look, Queen of Swords. You was like, you clear as a bell. You don't do what other people do. Independent. Little Miss Independent. Ain't you glad? Yeah, this person was slick. Create the Knight of Cups. He was really trying to wear you down. She was trying to wear you down. Have you felt all them energies on this person? In and out. Knight of Wands. See, ew. You knew somebody was hiding something. Moon. Wow. Look at you, Empress. Look at you. If you a spiritual worker, this person gonna try to come towards you because they're gonna think you can get this up off of them. You can't. I wouldn't even take this money. I wouldn't. It's not even worth it because it can't. It's gonna be clear that whatever this person's going through is the results of their actions. Okay. And it's funny because I feel like because I feel like at the time, somebody was like, oh, you don't want such and such, da, 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 and nobody understood why you wasn't trying to be in somebody's face. Whoever I'm talking to, you're in those circles. Like you're recognizable. Like you're known on the scene. Yes, you are. But whoever this dude is, he got a nasty reputation. Nasty reputation. I feel like this is somebody, a CEO or some shit like that. Seen a lot of Scorpio energy anyway. And you wasn't trying to, you was like, I don't want it. Good job. This is a court case they want to keep out the public. But courts in America are public. The best thing you ever did was have that willpower and Six of Swords the situation. Wow. That was not the energy I thought we was going to get from that. So let's run them again. Yeah, man. Hold on. You know, a lot of Sag, right? The newer compatibility, but I want to say it should be a Venus compatibility more so than sun sign compatibility. Like your Venus and Jupiter should be compatible. And I would actually say Leo would be really good for a Sag. Like that's some of the newer information I've come across in Sanistry. Yeah. Look, they said you want boss daddy. Look at that. Look, 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 look. I know you said you didn't want Aries, but that's it's just so funny. Maybe or maybe even a cusper. They're saying Aries, Taurus, cusp. Yeah, in terms of partnership. Yeah, but you need that. You need that fire. Although I will say the ones that you normally don't want for whatever preconceived notions are probably the ones that are best for you. Because I mean, I know a lot of Aries, like a lot, a disturbing number of Aries. Like, mm, mm. They're okay. They're goofy as fuck. Let me just no disrespect. They're great. They're great. You know, but they are. They are the eternal teenager. Yeah, they really are. Yeah, and men and women are very, very different. Like, you know, if you found yourself an air sign, like in terms of Gemini, because that's usually what you were attracting, the intellectual compatibility should be there. Like, that's what I'm feeling with that. Like, the higher mind, like that should be like the best. Y'all should have some of the best mind sex that you could ever have, just off of like freestyling off of one another. It should be a very creative and intellectual atmosphere. I don't know, I mean, I would think the physical, but you know, both very stubborn and quick tempered signs, and so the love has to be very, very strong in that dynamic. That's why I said the Venus and Jupiter placements and the fourth house should be about the same, like for genuine compatibility. Right. To make your ass sit still and feel comfortable and want to be all lovey dovey and nurturing, but you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. But the mental energy should be off the chain. Otherwise, I think it's unnecessarily stressful. Whatever. Karmic lessons. All right. Is there any other messages with these three cards? Holy Spirit. Nine of Swords. We already look. Yo, what did you say? Somebody really can't sleep at night. You really did. Look, trauma here, trauma here. Yo, you read somebody like whoop, 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 whoop. Oh my God, you went Queen of Swords. Yeah, you saw somebody coming. Wow, you sure fucking did. Look, you saw somebody coming at what 20, 30 paces. You was like, somebody really thought they had power. They really thought they had control, right? Not at all. Not at all. Wow. You wasn't, man. This person is thinking currently on how they can regain control in this situation. They're trying to strategize on what they could say to you to make things go in their favor. They really just want power. They ain't know how neurospicy you really are. I'm sure you did. I thought that when you first said you couldn't stop laughing. We all need a good laugh. The planet is doing some shit. Yo, but I am excited about next year. I really am, because the energy is insane. Like insane. As I hear the baby crying outside, like insane. But that's how everybody feel right now. Everybody like want a good cry, a good laugh. They want to be burped and put to bed type shit. Like we need a little TLC as a planet. Like shit is crazy. But you know what? You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable if you want positive change. Status quo is how we got here. So it's okay. It's okay. All right, what's brewing? What's they strategizing? Even they fake ass friends is tired of hearing about you, yo. What is, yo, you so cool, calm, and collected. I don't think they was ever prepared for what you said. Lord. Look, you saw them coming. Look. You told them you must be delusional. Holy shit. Fulfilling a fantasy, expecting new beginnings, under spiritual attack, right? So this is what they planning. They're going to try another thing. But you see this motherfucker coming. You see him. You see him. Like, even on the other side of the world, you see this person crystal clear. Shit. Look. Like somebody was trying to put you in some sort of contract. The defense, standing your ground, ready for battle. So that's what you need to do. Like if you're not already battle ready, because I'm telling you now, they got something else up their sleeve on their little spiritual attack. Your game over, whatever. It's supposed to end you. Delusional fucking people. Defense. That look, I am literally seeing, like, now that we're in this frequency, it's already done. The energy's been alchemized, it's been sent back, it's not gonna get anywhere. Solid. Look, see? Somebody crazy. Look, defense. You got nothing to worry about. You got light tools. Look, defense. You got light tools. Some people say I'm nice. Some people say I'm nasty. But look, Wheel of Fortune, and then look what just jumped out. Dark Practitioner. How we want to do it. How we want to do it. How we want to do it. All the tools are available for trade. See what I mean? This ain't going to work. This, Oh, shit. Somebody too unified. Fucker. Yes, they are. Look, all the spiritual gangsters in this person's arsenal have assembled. Ten of Cups, Chariot, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. They've leveled up. Like, whoever you are, collective, you have leveled up since this little imp and his impotent wand. Look, the page is right here. Look, page, knight. This little imp and his impotent wand has come anywhere near you. Everything this person does is going to reverse back to them immediately. It's only going to benefit you. So let them try. Because whatever they're trying to use to call on to work against you is already, like, in the tank. Like, you done picked up some things off this wheel. They know they task. They really good at ruckus. You ain't even got to ask. It's part of the programming. And also, part of the spiritual attack, they want to get around your standards, right? They want to make sure they don't get rejected when they come towards you. They want you to see them through new rose-colored glasses, like it's not the same old demon. So they're going to try to use some glamour or something. you know, try to make them shine brighter. Look, as I say that, shine brighter, but they energy heavy, and you gonna recognize it immediately. Immediately. Yeah, they're already added with the spiritual warfare, but oh, it's Archangel Michael. He's already on the attack. Mm, mm, mm. This person wastes so much time just laying back, meditating on your energy. It's quite sad. It's quite sad. But they really want you not to reject them. So they doing some spell work to try to bridge the gap again. It's not. It's unbridgeable because the bridge doesn't exist anymore. You don't live there anymore. Your spirit's not located there anymore. Look, see? Moving on. Thank you. You've leveled up. You've leveled up. If you don't, I mean, I don't know how you couldn't know at this point. Look. Didn't I tell you seen this person coming? Look. It's like, how? Everyone loves me. No. You read energy and you saw this motherfucker in the abyss trying to get like help. Help. You was like, I can't. I really can't. I'm focused, man. Oh. You saw this person as bad karma. You was like, All right, last round, Holy Spirit. I gotta eat something. Cyberbully, spiritual hater, fake accounts. All right. This old chestnut. All right, fine. Fine. You dodge bullets from this person. I like to help you guys as much as I actually can. And because I know who watches, you know, let's help them help you. All right. Where in the world where's this person at? Where's their true location? I'm sure it's more than one, but let's just look at the biggest hater of them all in this energy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I gotta sit up straight. Okay. Where? Could you get a little tighter on the mat, please? Oh. I mean, tighter? Are they island hopping? Like, Belize. All right. This cyber bully, spiritual hater, using fake accounts. They're in Belize. All right. What else? Look. Oh, look at Archangel Michael. Look, on the case already. Whoo! Oh. Anyway, that's a deeper conversation I want to have right now. Look. Bad boys. Yo. So this person, what's going to happen to them? Because the energy I feel, it feels final. Ace of Wands. So Archangel Michael's going to go poke them a little bit. You know, put them in a Nine of Swords a little bit. Yeah. You know, try to convince them they should walk away. Make better choices. Leave you the fuck alone. Right, look what's on the bottom. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There are spirits that are being dispatched to torment this individual. I see you gonna get creative. This person's gonna start to see hallucinations, like pure apparitions. Like they might even have a divine encounter to kind of wake them up to the bullshit. This person might end up running scared. No, I'm serious. They're gonna have a spiritual encounter. Like Archangel Michael might, oh, I got chills, might even like show up. Yeah, look, as I said, he ain't alone. We riding dirty. Like that's funny. Yeah, no, for real. They showing up to the crib in the flesh. Wow. Because it's enough already. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Let me tell you this. For those of you who have been under this sort of heavy, heavy spiritual attack, it just seems fucking endless. Your warring angels, your avenging angels have been dispersed, and they are going to dispatch of your foes. As it is so ordered. We're still in Libra season for a little bit more. Them scales must be balanced no matter what, okay? It is what it is. All right, guys, I hope these messages have helped you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. If you're froggy, appreciate it. Helps the channel. We'll do this again very soon. You have a fantastic day, night, evening, morning, whenever this finds you. Thank you. Bye.